Yo, what's up, Crockxen clan members, Poke fans, and others with some puns video. I'm SoresanCrockxen here with another episode review of Pokemon Sun and Moon Ultra Adventures. This is episode 4. Yes, 4. We've been doing this already for 4 freaking episodes. Oh my gosh. It's obviously a little late. 1, I had to finish recording another video, which went up before this one. And 2, I have work. Okay, these daily videos for this whole week is going to be a pain in my ass. Regardless, so this episode was nice. I liked it. I actually really enjoyed it because of what they're doing with Gladion and how they're trying to set him up. Okay, I really like him as a character. I know I've had people in the past tell me, oh, the characters in Sun and Moon anime act just like they did in the games. Fuck that. No. I don't believe that for a second. These characters are... I feel like these characters are more fleshed out in the anime than they were anywhere in games. Like, there's just no way. I did not see Gladion. I don't even remember a scene in the games where Gladion even showed some kind of a concern for his sister. I don't. Maybe that might have been something later down the line in the games. I never got to the end of the games. I didn't get to the end of either Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon. So maybe might be something in there that shows or talks about the fact that Gladion cares about Lily in some way, shape, or form. But for now, this is the only thing I've seen. Like, Gladion really cares about Lily. And I love the backstory that we got of how the Ultra Beast came to be. Or not how they came to be, but how they first interacted with Lusamine and Gladion and Lily and all that stuff. Because Lily was attacked by Nihilego. We got that in a flashback. Gladion felt powerless, so he's been trying to strive to become stronger with type Null, which he automatically calls Silvally or Silvally. I don't know why sometimes they make these names and then they have them look a certain way, so you think they sound a certain way, but then the anime comes out and they're like, nah man, that's not what it sounds like. I don't even care. I call it Silvally, and that's the way it's gonna stay. So it's that he's calling it Silvally to begin with, when we know for a fact it's type Null. Faba calls it type Null in his papers. Gladion's calling it Silvally. I don't know what we're supposed to follow here, because it's literally like, in the papers, it showed a picture of type Null as type Null, but then you have Gladion over here calling it Silvally. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're trying to do here. It's like they're trying to confuse the audience because like this is the same Pokemon, but it's not, because it's called a different thing depending on who you're asking. I don't know. I don't know if it was such a good idea to have Ash already learn about type Null. I think that's weird, considering the audience itself, watching the show, just found out about it last episode. I think it was rushed. That's actually my only problem with the episode, is the fact that it just feels rushed that Ash suddenly shows up and meets type Null immediately after we find out it's a freaking thing. It's just weird. The other interesting thing about this episode, and I don't know if that's... because remember how when they announced the whole Lycanroc dust form back when Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was like the big thing that was going to be coming out and being released, they talked about the fact that there's 2 different versions of dust form depending on which game you bought. So if you bought Ultra Sun, then it would be the green eyes look, and then if you got Ultra Moon, then it'd be like the red eyes type of that. I thought it was weird that wasn't being addressed. This episode addresses it, although I don't understand the gimmick behind it, because what ends up happening is there's 2 times in this episode where Lycanroc gets like dirty, like its fur gets messed up and everything, and then he turns into a beast, right? So what ends up happening is he's chill, normal Lycanroc. The first time he was taking a bath, and then the second time he was in the middle of the battle. The first time Litten messes up by dumping all the water on him, causing the mud to mix and dirty, and then the second time he got dumped in the water, and it was like a lake. I guess it was dirty. I don't know. Point stands. After both of these instances, his eyes change to red, and then he completely loses control of himself. I don't know what they're trying to set up here, because this isn't a thing in the games. Like Lycanroc Dusk, if you get Lycanroc Dusk, it's gonna be whatever game you got. Like if it's the Sun version, he has green eyes. If it's the Moon version, he has red eyes. They don't intermix. That's not a thing. I don't know what they're trying to set up here. Like I said, I don't know what their plan is. I'm kind of interested to see, because Gladion's Lycanroc knows, or at least seems like he knows what's going on. So I'm interested to see the dynamic there. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hope we see a lot more of this Lycanroc. Again, I don't like any other Lycanroc forms. I don't care for the Pokemon in general. But I'm really interested to see how they're going to incorporate Gladion's Lycanroc Midnight form with Ash's Lycanroc Dusk form. Because there's definitely going to be something there. They're trying to hint at it, right? Because the first time we meet Gladion, Lycanroc looks at Rockruff, and then like he sees like a special connection because he actually is able to tell that the fact that Rockruff was about to evolve. Like there was a dynamic there. I really want to see what they're going to try to head with this because it seems like an interesting dynamic. We had the regular Midday form with Olivia, but I mean that one I guess at this point is irrelevant. Midday is pretty much gone for the rest of the series, but I'm really, really interested in how they're going to handle the dynamic between Dusk and Midnight. And I really like Gladion as a character right now. I really do. I'm kind of wondering what the deal is with Lusamine because she wasn't in the flashback, but I'm assuming she knows what happened because she knows that Lily can't touch Pokemon, and I'm assuming that she knows that because Lily told her, or Gladion told her, because Lily completely blocked that out of her mind, that she was attacked by an Ultra Beast, and then she got freaked out and doesn't want to touch Pokemon. I don't know what the deal is with there. And it's weird too. I'm assuming they're not going to even address the father because I don't really want to talk about death in the anime, because as much as people like to talk about the fact that Pokemon is a video game, they go a little bit harder in the games in terms of like what the heck happens than they do in the anime. Like we only had one instance of death in the entire franchise, besides the typical Ash dying in the movies crap, which was Hunter J back in Diamond and Pearl, and they haven't done anything like that since. I think the problem with the anime is that they don't reference or they don't show death, right? They hint at it. So I just remembered, technically speaking, Lysander might have died. We don't know for sure, but he might have died in X and Y, or X, Y, Z, whatever. But I don't think they're going to address the fact that Lusamine's husband was killed by Ultra Beast. I don't really think they're going to go that far. So I'm assuming they're just going to go with this route where Lily was attacked by Ultra Beast, and that's the reason why Lusamine's so enamored, or at least wants to research them. And we're not even going to touch on the father, which is kind of weird. I really don't know if we need another character that doesn't have a dad, right? I would rather us have at least some knowledge of what the heck happened to her dad. At least talked about, because it could really drive Lusamine even more because the Ultra Beast not only attacked her daughter, but they killed her husband. I think it would be more fleshed out if we had that. That's just me though. Other than that, to me it was a solid episode. I really enjoyed it. I like Gladion a lot more now in this episode than I did in the other one, because the other one was just like, oh, his introduction, whatever. This is like a full-blown backstory, and not only that, but it really helps him. It helps tie him to Lily, which is the thing that the games fail to do. They're supposed to be siblings, and they don't really interact with each other in the games at all, from my memory. But in this anime, he cares about his sister. Granted, right now he's trying to do this whole thing where he's trying to keep away from her. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm pretty sure it's all for protecting her sake, which is typical shonen protagonist type crap, or like good character, which is like, oh, I'm doing this to protect whoever else. They always do this crap, right? This is just a common trope of like these types of characters. But I really hope that they interact more. I want to see more Gladion and Lily stuff, especially around the time we start getting, like, if you're gonna bring Lusamine in here, I want more of the family dynamic. I don't want them to be completely separate from each other, especially since Type Null is a thing, and Gladion is supposed to go after the Ultra Beasts. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you guys think of the episode. What you guys think of the video. I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I will see you guys in future videos.